Hi AJ, this is the fourth check-in. Um, I- I'm. I'll start off by saying I'm happy with my weight this week. Um, the weekly average I don't think looks very impressive. In fact, it doesn't because there were some spikes in the early week, but the trend on my little weight app thing is going in the right direction. I have to say I do have anxiety that you will look at that weekly average and then assume that I'm cheating, as it's really it isn't impressive. Um, and I think that anxiety relates to my fear that you'll end up dropping my calories so low that I'll then it'll impact on my adherence, which at the moment I'm really content with. Um, I mean, I know that if I maintain this level of consistency, it is definitely going to pay off. Um, Having sort of started focusing so much on the actual weight figure, just a bit more positive thing. I think the physique changes are actually noticeable at the moment. I mean, my shirts are looser around the chest, not my arms. I don't think they might actually be growing, but my shirts fit better. I took some progress shots on Sunday, and I think if you compare the back photos, my waist is definitely smaller. Um, other sort of positives for the week, my strength is improving, most notably in the upper body moves. I'm really enjoying this upper body dumbbell work because it's not something that I've really done before. Um, my left arm is catching up with my right arm. You can see that in things like the bicep curls where I had to assist my left arm when I first started, and now it's keeping pace with the right. Um, I actually after an upper body session, I actually feel a pump, which I haven't really noticed before. I don't really notice it with lower body stuff, and the general powerlifting moves. Main lifts are improving as well from where I started, although I know I've still got plenty more growth to expect, really. So I mean, like I've just gone out and done my squat session today, and I was doing um, 10 reps at 80, um, which is quite a bit under where I have been, but I'm personally quite pleased to be back there because I've had quite a lot of injury and I've still got niggles. So I'm taking that slowly, but I'm pleased. Right, so just running through the questions here. I think I've probably done the wins of the week. Again, I've hit all the sessions and all the steps. Um, my oops, just lost myself now. Um, the In terms of the training week, got I got my sort of timing a bit wrong really. So I ended up, in order to get 4 sessions, I had to do an extra upper body session because I had planned to do my squats on Sunday, but we had a day at the allotment. I had to go early because of the weather, and it was so backbreaking. I just couldn't face squats after that. So I've actually just caught up and done my squats today. I'll have to do the second squat session this week towards the end of the week, otherwise I won't be able to cope with it. Nutrition, that's been okay, but I've had a number of social events this week. I've stuck to my calories, but I don't think my nutrient timing would be optimal, or even the food would be optimal. But for example, I had a couple of days with some alcohol, not a huge amount, but obviously that affects then what decent food you can actually have. Appetite and digestion's good. Physique changes, as I say, that's improving. Mood and general energy, all good. I'm feeling pretty good actually. Sleep good. In terms of things that have outside of training, that's just the social events that I've mentioned, but nothing too significant. Um, Questions for you. In the log, training sheet, I got 2 week threes. And I don't know if you could just fix that for me. I don't know why, but I couldn't seem to fathom out where the cell was that had the week 3 in to fix it. And also, could we find a replacement for front squats? So at the last check-in, I was talking about the front squats really hurting my wrist, and I was trying out a different technique where I'd got straps on the bar, which does help. It is an improvement, but I think I've actually damaged my wrist, so it's still it still really hurts. In fact, even just doing a back squat is hurting my wrist at the moment, so I'm having it all wrapped up. But I was thinking, given that the front squat is a thing that really exacerbates the pain, if we could find um, an alternative for me, that would be great. And not really a question for you, but I think you'd sort of mentioned a couple of times that you weren't sure where I was based. So I'll tell you, I'm in Norbury, which is South London, so very close to Croydon. So I've probably got pretty similar weather conditions to you. Oh, and the other thing is I've putting in my coaching tracker this ROMWOD thing, and I think last week you'd thought it was a CrossFit style exercise. It's not. It's just a mobility session. It's like a 20-minute mobility. It's called it means range of motion workout of the day, but I'm putting it in the cardio section. It's not cardio at all, but I just wanted to log it and just so that it sort of encourages me to do it. Really, I find that my posterior chain is really really tight, so I'm just trying to get in as many of these mobility sessions as I can to try and loosen off. Okay, that's it for today.